Welcome to the yoga class. My name is Mary and I will be teaching you yoga today. Make sure that you're wearing something comfortable and remove socks if you have them. That will avoid you slipping onto the mat. And also, if at any point you are tired, you can always come into the child pose position. Child pose position is where you have your hips toward your heel and the knee as wide as the mat, and then you put your forehead onto the floor. You can have your arm along the side of the body or toward the front. Very well. For starting, we come into a sitting position. And you can bring your hand one onto your abdominal space and the other one onto the heart center. You breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. At this point, you may want to close the eyes. You may want to set an intention for that practice, something that you can bring outside the mat. Be more present. And still breathing through the nose and exhale through the nose. If you have any thought coming onto the mind, let them come and let them go. There is nothing wrong with having thought coming. Simply natural. Fine. Just bring your right hand behind you and the left hand toward the sky. Turn to the right and bring the left hand onto the right knee. That's a nice gentle twist. Inhale toward the front. The left hand behind you, the right hand toward the sky. Twist toward the left with the right hand onto the left knee. Inhale looking toward the front and we start again. The right hand behind you. Inhale the left hand toward the sky. Exhale, twist toward the right. Gentle twist. Inhale looking toward the front and exhale, release. The left hand behind you, the right hand toward the sky and you twist toward the left. Inhale, release the pose. Very nice. You're going to walk your hand toward the front. Some of you might need support, so if you have a block, big books, you can actually release your forehead onto that and walking the hands as far as possible without forcing. Just let the gravity do the rest. And very nicely release the pose. Put the block books onto the side. And bring your sole of the feet together. So in a butterfly position. And we're just going to swing the legs to open the hips. So very gently here. That's why it's called a butterfly pose. Make sure that the back is straight and the shoulder far from your ears. Very nice. Release the pose. Bring the knee onto the inner crease of your elbow and you just balance the baby. So you swing the hips from side to side. Make sure that the left leg is straight and the toes toward the sky. And you release the pose here. Same thing as on the other side. The left knee and the inner crease of the left elbow. Just release any tension in the hips. And again, the right foot, toes toward the sky. And we release. Very nice. Legs straight. Squeeze the toes. On the exhale, fist and inhale. Spread the toes. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and spread the toes. Squeeze, spread the toes. squeeze, spread the toes, squeeze, spread the toes, very nice. The hand under the right knee and on the inhale, straight legs, exhale, bend the knee, inhale and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and hold the pose. And exhale, release. Same thing on the other side. The hand under the left knee, inhale, straight, exhale, bend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Hold the pose here. So you're just really guiding the leg to be straight. Just hovering with the hand and release. Very nice. Come cross leg. Put your hand onto the shoulders and we're going to do some rotation here, working the shoulders on the inside and the outside. So you do circle very gently. It doesn't matter which side you're starting from. And release. Your left hand onto the elbow and basically you're passing your right arm onto the inside. So that work for the elbow. And the same thing on the other side. Very gently. Arms straight and the same. Work on the wrist here, so small circle, not really big. In from the inside to the outside and from the outside to the inside. Very nicely. Excellent. And spread, and again, spread, inhale, exhale on the fist, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Very nice. The head, inhale, bring the head toward the right side and start to do a circle from right to left. So again, follow your own breath. When you inhale, you start to have your head toward the back, and when you exhale, toward the front. Don't forget to change the side whenever you are ready. Very nice. And you come into a neutral position here. Inhale, head toward the back. And exhale toward the chest. Inhale toward the back. Exhale toward the chest. Inhale. Come into a neutral position. We're working the eyes here. So with your inhale, you're looking towards the sky and exhale towards the floor. So you can feel a nice stretch on the eyes. Don't overdo it. Just feel the nice stretch when you inhale looking up and when you exhale looking down. Very nice. We can do the side exactly the same. Inhale looking toward the right side. Exhale toward the right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Bring your palm of the hand together. And we're going to rub them together to create some warmth. And once it's warm enough, you can apply the palm of the hand onto the eyes. Close the eyes. Be gentle. And very nicely release. Bring your hand onto the floor. Come into a tabletop position here. So the knee in line with your hips and the wrist in line with the shoulder. We're going to push the floor away and drop the shoulder. Drop. Inhale, push. Exhale, drop. Inhale, push. Exhale, drop. Inhale, push. Exhale, drop. Inhale, push. And very nice. We're going to turn actually the arm here. So if you can see, I'm just turning the forearm towards the front here. That's a nice rotation for the shoulder, but also for the elbow. It's like turning a key into the door. Be gentle still. Releasing any tension on the wrist, so you're going to travel the hand toward the back, so fingers toward the knee here. Be gentle here, don't overdo it, and you're going to go toward the back, so bring the hips toward the back. So you must actually feel quite a nice stretch from your wrist to the elbow, very nice, and walk them back again from the outside to the inside. Excellent. If you have any problems with a canal on the wrist, please don't do that one. Skip it. Very nice. And do the fist here, so top of the hand onto the floor. This one is quite tricky, but do a fist as much as possible. So really squeeze the finger together to actually form the fist and release. Excellent. The cat and cow, inhale, looking towards the sky, exhale, rounding the position here. Inhale, looking toward the sky, curve the lower back, exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, curving the lower back, looking through the sky, and exhale, rounding the back, looking through the knee. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, the right arm toward the sky and thread the needle. So between the left arm and the left knee, you can bring the left arm toward the front here. Nice release for the lower back. Shoulder and head onto the floor. Inhale, bring the hand just next to your head and come into a tabletop here. And exhale. Inhale, the left arm toward the sky. Exhale, thread the needle between the right hand and the right knee. And walk the right hand toward the front here. The same, the head and the shoulder onto the floor. And inhale, bring the hand next to your head and come into a tabletop position. Very nice. So you can tuck the toes, and on the inhale, you can come into a first down dog. So you just bend the knee. So basically, you walk on the spot here. So on the inhale and exhale, you bend the knee. You come into a neutral position, bend both knees, and again, you can walk onto the spot. Very nice. So you can do whatever position the body needs to do right now. And you can start to walk toward the front on the inhale, feet between your hands, hips wide apart. The upper body is heavy, so you can balance from side to side. You can grab the elbow. Head heavy, the muscular releasing any tension, feet grounded onto the floor. And you release on the inhale and roll the spine. The head be the last one to stand straight. Nicely bring the feet together, pelvis toward the front. Inhale, arms up toward the sky, look through the thumb. Exhale, fall forward and flat onto the floor. Inhale, fingertips on the chin, that's fine. And exhale, bring the left knee towards the back, knee onto the floor here. Inhale, arms up toward the sky, open the chest. Exhale, both hands onto the floor. Inhale, come into a plank position. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. You have the option to have the knee onto the floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. So heels toward the floor. Inhale, the left leg toward the sky. Exhale, the left foot toward the front. Right knee onto the floor. Inhale, arms up toward the sky. Open the chest. And exhale, and flat onto the floor. Inhale, knee off the floor, both feet toward the front, fingertips. Exhale and flat onto the floor. Inhale, come all the way up, arms toward the sky, and exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up toward the sky. Exhale, fall forward and flat onto the floor. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, the left leg toward the back, left knee onto the floor. Inhale, arms up toward the sky. Exhale, all the way down and flat onto the floor. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, all the way down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the left leg toward the sky. Exhale, the left foot toward the front between the hands and the right foot flat onto the floor. Inhale, arms up toward the sky. Exhale, all the way down and flat onto the floor. Inhale, knee off the floor, both feet towards the front. Fingertips, exhale, and flat onto the floor. Inhale, come all the way up, arms toward the sky, looking through the thumb, and exhale, prayer position in front of the heart center. Inhale, arms up toward the sky. Exhale, all the way down and flat onto the floor. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, the left leg toward the back, knee onto the floor. Inhale, arms up toward the sky. Exhale, all the way down and flat onto the floor. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, all the way down. The elbow touching the ribs here. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg toward the sky. Exhale, left foot toward the front. Right knee onto the floor. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, the right foot toward the front and exhale and flat onto the floor. Inhale, come all the way up and exhale, prayer position in front of the heart center. One more with a twist. Inhale, arms up toward the sky. Exhale, all the way down and flat onto the floor. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, the left leg toward the back, knee onto the floor. The left hand flat onto the floor here, and you push the right knee with the right hand. So the sole of the foot is off the floor. You're looking toward the sky. You're opening onto the side, toward the right side. Very nice. And inhale, coming back into neutral position here, knee off the floor, plank position. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, with the elbow touching the ribs. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, the left leg toward the sky. Exhale, the left foot toward the front, right knee onto the floor. And we push again the left knee toward the left side. So the left hand onto the left knee, right hand flat onto the floor, fingers spread, looking through the sky. You may want to close the eyes. Engage the core. Very nice. And coming back into a neutral position on the inhale. Knee off the floor. And foot toward the front, fingertips looks forward, exhale and flat onto the floor. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, prayer position in front of the heart center. Very nice. Body straight, release the toes. Inhale, chair pose, bend the knee, sitting bone toward the sky. Exhale, bend forward and flat. Inhale, fingertips and exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right foot toward the sky. Exhale, the right foot toward the front between your hands. Inhale, warrior one, Both feet flat onto the floor. Exhale, all the way down and flat onto the floor. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Heel toward the floor here. Inhale, the left leg toward the sky. Exhale, the left foot toward the front, right foot flat onto the floor. Inhale, warrior one, the front knee in line with your ankle, and exhale, all the way down and flat. And all the way down, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. That's your rests. Send the heel toward the floor here, sitting bone toward the sky, spreading the fingers, pressing on the fingertips. So you push the floor away toward the front, really elongate the spine. You want to separate your shoulder blade here. So external rotation. And exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, step to the front, fingertips relax forward. Exhale and flat onto the floor. Inhale, bend the knee, come into a chair pose, squeeze the legs, and exhale all the way up. Prayer position in front of the heart center. One more time. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fall forward and flat onto the floor. Inhale, fingertips relax forward. Exhale, plank position, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right foot toward the sky. Exhale, the right foot toward the front between your hands. Inhale, come into warrior one. Exhale. You're going to interlace the finger this time. Prepare for a humble warrior. So on the inhale, we're looking toward the sky. And on the exhale, we'll fall forward. The right shoulder and on the inside of the right knee here. So we're really sending the crown towards the floor. Let the gravity do the rest for the shoulder and for the fist. So you send this away far from your lower back. Pressing the back foot onto the floor. Inhale, release the pose. Come into a neutral position here. Arms up toward the sky. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the left legs toward the sky. Exhale, the left foot toward the front. Inhale, come into warrior one. Don't forget the knee in line with your ankle. And exhale, bring the interlace the finger. Inhale, open the chest and exhale, fall forward. The left shoulder is on the inside of the left knee. So you're sending the crown toward the floor here, pressing the back foot, the outside. And inhale, release the pose. Excellent. Arms toward the sky. Exhale, all the way down and flat onto the floor. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. If you want to take a break here, don't hesitate to come into a child pose. That's fine. Otherwise, you stay into down dog. And exhale, bend the knee, look forward, fingertips. Exhale and flat onto the floor. Inhale, bend the knee, come all the way up. And exhale, prayer position in front of the heart center. Very nice. Bring the right knee towards the middle line of your body. So you can grab the knee. Make sure that the sole of the foot is parallel to the floor. You may want to close the eyes for 1 or 2 breaths. And then on the next exhale, come into a tree pose, which is called Vrikshasana. Prayer position here. Make sure that you engage the glutes, the legs. It's a good time to bring awareness to the breath for this pose, as you need a clear balance and a clear mind. So focus on the breath Whatever appear outside, leave it outside. You can acknowledge any noise that you have in your surrounding, but always coming back to the breath. And very nicely release the pose. Bring the right knee on top of the left knee. So you have both knee bent. And you can do a bind as well with your arm, where you have your left arm under your right arm. So both palm of the hands are together. And you need to bring the elbow toward the nose or toward the mouth to have a nice release of the shoulder. If you cannot do that, that's fine. There is always a possibility to have a prayer position in front of the heart center. And very nicely release. Send the right leg towards the back. Come into a warrior 3. So you have your hips parallel to the floor. It doesn't matter how straight is your back leg really. And coming back very nicely towards the front. Same thing on the other side. Prepare, inhale and exhale. Bring the left knee towards the chest here. So toward the middle line of your body with the sole of the foot parallel. And on the next exhale, come into a tree pose. Very nice. Make sure that you are pressing your sole of the foot on the inner thigh. Focus on the breath. Strong standing leg. And release, bend the right knee and bring the left legs on top of it. And again, we can bind the arms. So bring the right arm under the left, palm of the hands together. You send the sitting bone towards the floor here, so you may want to go deeper onto this pose. And you release the pose. Shoot the left legs toward the back. Come into a warrior 3. So again, it doesn't matter how high is your back leg. It's a matter of your hips be parallel to the floor. And nicely release the both feet towards the front. Inhale, arms up toward the sky. Exhale, all the way down and flat onto the floor. Inhale, fingertips looks forward. And exhale, come into a plank position, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right foot toward the sky. And exhale, you're going to bring the four legs towards the front, so onto the floor here. So you've got your calf and chin onto the floor. That's called the lizard pose or the pigeon pose. So you can always bring your hand onto the floor or your forehead onto the floor, as you can see. Try to have a nice balance with your hips. So if you feel that you are falling toward the right here, try to readjust the hips to make sure that they parallel to the floor. Very nice. If it's too uncomfortable at this stage, you always can come back to your hands. If you have any pillows around, you may want to bring them onto your forehead. Always coming back to the breath. That will help you to focus and to let go of anything. Very nice. Release the pose. Start to walk the hand towards the legs here. And you can change straight away or come into down dog, and again the left legs toward the sky, and you bring the left leg onto the floor here, so the forelegs onto the floor, and again you walk your hand towards the front to have your forehead onto the floor. Here you may want to stay on your hand, really, it doesn't matter, and then later on when you feel a bit more comfortable you can go deeper into the pose to bring your forehead onto the floor. Always have some pillows around so you can actually put under the hips to have your hips parallel to the floor or onto your forehead. Again, if you have any thought coming into the mind, just acknowledge them. Coming out of the pose, swing the left legs toward the back, both knees onto the floor. So coming to a squat, so that's a squat toes. So basically you need to tuck the toes, literally all of them. I will advise you to have a pillow, like I can show you here, because basically you are sitting on your heel. If at any point this pose is uncomfortable, you can always bring the hand onto the floor and then coming back to the pose. If you don't have a mat that is thick enough and you think that it's not comfortable for the knee, then you can bring something under the knee. Always going back to the breath. And again, always going back to the breath. Acknowledge the sound around. And very nicely release the cushion or pillow and tuck the toes. You can squeeze the toes if you want. That must feel a bit weird if you haven't practiced that pose. So we're doing the reverse. So basically you lean back onto the toes here. Very nice. Don't have to stay long. You can release well before me. It's okay. And release. And again. You can come slightly higher if you want, just to release the toes and to have a nice massage onto the feet and release. Excellent. So literally you can do the next pose with plenty of pillows or books. So you literally just bring the feet together and the knee are wide open. And you lean toward the front. And the forehead toward the front here. Very nice. And very slowly release the pose. So come out of it. Come and sit down literally, and you should have 2 pillows with you or more. So basically you have some pillows underneath for later on. So you're going to bring your left foot on the outside of the left knee. That's a nice twist. And the right knee just next to the right glutes. So that's a small twist. You're now looking toward the front. Both hands onto the left side or the right side. The right foot on the outside of the left knee, and again we twist. And you now untwist everything, come back into neutral position, both hands on the other side, and we release the pose very nicely and slowly. So we're gonna have some quite a lot of pillow under the knees here. So if you have big pillows, that's fine, or some of them. Anything that will help to support that pose, and then a smaller one just on the back, on the upper back. So basically the same level as your chest. That's a nice chest opener. You may want to have another pillow under your head. Here I put a block which is fine as well. If you have any other pillows or books, you can put some just under your hands. So that's a nice support as well. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through the nose. Release everything. Feel your body sinking onto the floor. And maybe that you want to start to come out of the pose very nicely and slowly. Maybe that you want to stay in that pose and it's fine. If you come out very nicely, push the pillow under your knee away. Turn towards the right or the left side, which is fine. And you're going to help with one of the hand to push your body to come into a sitting position. Cross-leg position. Make sure that the spine is straight and the shoulder far from your ears. And very nicely, you bring back your intention at the end. You may want to put your hand onto the heart center and abdominal space. Namaste.